Greetings, this is Kitchen. Welcome back to turn 68 at Karaz-a-Karak. There's a lot of happening this turn. So let's go one by one. Here we can see two Tzeentch Demon Princes jumping on one of my provinces and killing non-existent PD. Geared out quite nicely. Armor of Meteoric Iron is very nice. So a lot of my magic resistance on them from that. There's another attack by Tzeentch. He's breaking it up. Whoa. We can see that later. There's another raid utilizing another 2 Demon Princes. There is some little bit extra PD. There are some of my Rune Guard. Unfortunately, they don't stand a chance against 2 Demon Princes in that number. We have an attack by Khorne. It's bird sniping my unfortunate adept. We have some indie attack on... Okay, we're gonna see that in a second as well. It's been a couple days since I saw this turn, so I don't want to spoil fun things. Here's our small raid, obviously successful. Another small raid here. Nothing much to look at. Let's see. There is something here. I'm such a tease, am I not? Right, it's our goon squad of Rune Bears against some PD. Let's see how the boys do. Go. Wow, he actually killed one of them, bastard. My brave Rune Bears. And this is a fun battle. And I guess it's a great showcase of how overtuned Saurus Cav was. It actually, I might have mentioned that some episodes earlier. I forgot if I have. But in a current version, that it's not the version we're still playing here, the Sauruses cannot bite while they're on top of the mountain. I guess it makes sense, right? They cannot reach that far. But yeah, our big PD with dwarves, crossbows, and infantry, they will not do very well. Look at that, they're just chewing from militia, then the dwarves actually make in, and then dwarves get chewed. So yeah, no problem. No problem at all for the Saurus Cav to get through. And yeah, 112 kills. They lost 4 out of 17, and that included 26 crossbows, 26 warriors. This is chav, but still, like, these guys supposedly don't have that amazing protection, but yeah, they had no problem of going through all of that. You know what, let's just jump into the thing. So, Tzeentch. And that's my army. How did Tzeentch get in here? Well, apparently I'm stupid and I completely forgot that there is something called astral travel. And I completely neglected it despite already kind of thinking about it before. You know, first time I was obviously considering Gateway already, but you know, the step further is astral travel. And that's what happened. There's just gigantic army of Tzeentch showing up on top of Khorne's front we're about to take, and yeah, besides his god and the army, there's a ton of mages, and basically all of those mages are magic phase capable, so they all teleported together with the god, which is pretty crazy. Let's take a look actually at show combat, yes, team color squares, okay. Yeah, look how many commanders there are. They all teleported. It's mainly well, there's a couple demon princes, a couple sorcerer lords on discs. I think this is the yeah, okay, and a couple normal sorcerers that are boosted a bit, and yeah, a shitload of sacred cav, fair number of chaos infantry, some naiad warriors, right? Those are naiad warriors. Sorry, kidneys, right? A bunch of demons, bunch of those horse archers, Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. And screamers. And screamers. So we are totally unprepared to face Tzeentch. Our script is not meant to target them. What we needed to do is have earthquakes hit first instead of doing earth powers first. I was talking about it many times. We need to do earthquakes to get rid of the slaves before the unpleasant stuff goes up. So as we see, well, further storm. Does Changeling have stuff? Or does he just do it? Wait, that's not the Changeling. Where's the Changeling? There he is. Okay, yeah, he does have a staff. So that's annoying. And yeah, Wheel of the Fates. That's a big problem because it's literally gonna make one earthquake. Well, not even one, it depends, of course, if they dodge as well, but it makes that slaves can tank one earthquake completely, which is really bad. Let's see, Arrow Ward. It's kind of weird that he's actually casting that because there's Storm up. I suppose he might have expected me to put up the spell to negate Storm effect on bolts. Army Regeneration. Okay, some things, powers. Anything interesting that we can see here? Oh yeah, there we go. Wailing Winds. Yeah, that's not pleasant. Anything else? And yeah, here's the other thing, Blood Rain. I'm already pointing out the two biggest issues, and yeah, we're running through the script, you know, as you saw it before, right? We did cast Earth Power already, and this would have been basically... I mean, we can see how close it's gonna be. So, Will of the Fates and Blood Rain still are not coming up. Arrow Ward. Will of the Fates goes up. Earthquakes hit, right? So, if not for Earth Power, our triple Earthquake would have hit all those slaves before they got Will of the Fates. Wailing Winds, nothing you could do about it. Yeah, and here come the earthquakes, right? Just moments later, and yeah, we basically are missing that one more earthquake to get rid of the remaining blood slaves. But unfortunately, Blood Rain happens. There are literally only 4 slaves left. So we not only have Wailing Wind, but Blood Rain up. And I think at this point, I highlighted the important thing, and we can enjoy the rest of the fight. Well, pretty much as we see it. Yeah, we're missing a lot of weapons of sharpness I'd rather have. But one thing that I want to highlight. He does have weapons of sharpness, and we have Army of Giants. Pretty sexy Thorgrim, not gonna lie. Look at those hit points. As you can see, hardly anything is dying. But you can see a lot of stuff is, in fact, running. Let's speed it up, because it's a really slow grind, I'll be honest with you. There's obviously too much to go that's going on to really focus on one thing, so I think just watching the spectacle is the best. Yeah. We did, in fact, somehow win. With Thorgrim leading the charge. Some nice little terraforming operation happening here. I love how meteorites leave marks on the ground. Yeah. Our guys have... These guys have 21 morale, 20... 19... Yeah. I think at the end I forgot to put the Rune Guard on top of Thorgrim's leadership. And it probably did cause some more of them routing over the course of fight, but obviously when you saw our darkness, for example, disappear, I mean, let's just watch this thing again and talk about the crucial part. So yeah, I did highlight the fucking Wailing Winds and the Blood Rain. I hate fear effect. Okay, so we are 23 morale, 24 morale actually, for the most part. So our main line, yeah, 26 here actually. Okay, yeah, so now we can see properly how much we have. 26, 25, yeah. So insane morale, basically. Like we're almost we're better way to 30s with a lot of the troops. Most of our mages are also above 20. There's some, you know, right below it. I mean, yeah, this guy, for example, has 10. And this is one of the mistakes I made. I should have just put him to sleep. I'll remember that for the future if I know about Risk of Well Winds and Blood Rain. If I don't have high enough morale leader that I want to keep in fight, keeping up darkness, like in case of this adventure, I should just cast with him so he goes to sleep and doesn't wake up. Like just some big, like life after death probably would have been the big spell I could have cast with him. And yeah, it would have been much better to have darkness in the fight, because Tzeentch did not have, in fact, any way of night vision. Look at how horrible his stats are when there is darkness present. It would have made chewing through this crap that much easier. But yeah. My disdain for fear effect grows only stronger after this fight. We basically lost about 70 to 80% of our army, not because of Tzeentch killing actually. No, it's purely because of fear. Like let's watch who starts routing. Like we're already losing some of our priestesses. Like she doesn't even have negative, right? I think she might have been hit by Sermon of Courage. If we take a look, like we do see some Sermons of Courage, but it's nowhere near as many as, I mean, Sermon of Courage is just not a counter to fear at all. Like I think this discussion died already, but for the first couple of months of Dominion 6 life cycle, I did see a lot of people argue that, oh, you know, Sermon of Courage counters fear. No, it fucking doesn't. Like, first of all, you would have to have mages casted, which is basically impossible if there is stuff that they can cast Smite on or Holy Ward on. Like, they honestly do prefer those over Sermon of Courage. And then just sheer amount of units being affected by fear effects is just disproportional to how much coverage you can get with Sermon. Like Sermon is useless, next to useless in this scenario. But yeah, our adventure routed really quickly. And yeah, we just see, look how many priestesses are running. These guys are chasing after something from the looks of it. Is that our Rune Lord? Yeah, Rune Lord is running. He's at mere -1 and he routed with 20 morale. This one is just fighting. Some Sage is running off. So this is our air mage, our big air mage that's running. Fantastic. What's happening here? This is our big water mage. He's also running. He also routed at 20 morale. There we go, we lost the clanking. He's at -3, so he dropped down from 21 to... like, sure, hostile dominion, but I'm not even looking at it right now. So he routed at 18, 17. Let's see, what are our troops that are also running? 17, 17. Oh, this one has 14, so I guess he was hit pretty hard at -4. Is another one running? Okay, not in this case. And more priestesses running with 19 morale. Our gnome is unfortunately running. I mean, at -5. I did give him the Pendant of Courage, but obviously it wasn't enough. Everything is just steadily routing. Like, it was so insanely close. What also happened that DistantHorizon shared on Discord is that he was supposed to send in one extra mage that he forgot. And that extra mage he had is an innate caster. And he was supposed to cast Featherweight Army, yeah, first turn. So if he was present, there is chance we would actually not be able to Earthquake him before he put up his own floating, which would have been... It wouldn't have mattered in sense of this fight, because at the end the Earthquake did absolutely nothing to his army. It just killed a little bit of blood slaves, but that's it. But he would also put up Mist Army of Mist, and that might have mattered, honestly. It would have been taking us way longer to chew through the troops, so yeah, thankfully he made a big blunder. Look at that, running with 21 morale. Brilliant. Yeah. Man, that's crazy. This was just such a close battle. Purely because of your effects. Because if we take a look at the losses. Yeah, we killed over half, about exactly half Chosen Knights and some horses, I guess. Almost all Chaos Warriors. I mean, troops-wise, we basically killed most of the things. Not so much on the mage front. Most of them run off. Now let's take a look at our losses. So we lost mainly troops. We lost half of our Rune Guards. Well over half of our crossbows. That's probably when they run into the melee. And they were kind of useless because I did not have scripted the spell to fire during the storm. So yeah. That's what happened. But yeah, we lost purely troops and poor Belegar. He actually got surrounded quite badly and he died. So he's the only lord that died. But yeah, look at that. Look at the rune lords. 321 kills. Look at the freaking Thorgrim. He went ham in this combat. I mean, he was just giga buffed, like quickness, Strength of Giants, enlarged, weapons of sharpness. You know, he's super geared up, so he was just having field day slaughtering the ranks. Incredible job by him, but now here's the problem. We lost another 110 units from retreating, and we lost every single commander that has run off because those teleportations by Tzeentch, they cut off our retreat, and I really should have thought of it. I really misplayed by not anticipating something like that. It's really compounding mistakes that almost caused a massive defeat here, because first one was just assuming that Zan cannot put iron walls, and what I should have done instead is prepare for casting multiple crumbles. And the second thing was, and just because of that, it gave Horizon enough time it gave him that extra turn to jump on top of me. And then, yeah, the other thing was I did not think he could astral travel, and yeah, we barely scrapped by. Insane. The brutal losses. Far worse mage-wise than what he suffered because of it. Now, there's a fun thing that followed. So this is inside of a Khorne fort. This is the army of Khorne, and Horizon also has cast Meteor Shower. And what you just seen is... let's just take a look again. So these are the losses. He lost 2 goals, 2 devils, 66 goals. Yeah, he didn't lose anything. Like, absolutely nothing that matters in the slightest. But what did happen is that his god, with plenty of gems, and you know, his high paths, he's gone. And funny enough, one of the demon prisoners, I think, got direct hit. Yeah, he just got yoinked. So, but he survived thanks for Temper Flesh. The god, of course, auto-blessed the whole army. So thank you so much, Horizon, for teleporting Zan's god away. It was 50-50, I think, whether it targets my army or Khorne's. So yeah, in hindsight, and I think the order, whether his army teleports on top of me and fights, or the order of the meteors falling, I think it's it's random which happens first. I'm not sure though. But yeah, this was 50-50 and I won 50-50, which is pretty lucky, but it does even out with all the bad luck I also had, so I'm happy. And yeah, then we stormed the fort. So from our gigantic army, this is all we have left. At least that's storming the fort. I'm not sure we would have been fine if the god was here. But as it is, we do a nice earthquake still. A lot of marauders die from that mainly. Maybe some guys could. Yeah, it doesn't even look like any berserk triggered. No, some berserks did trigger after all. Even against those heavily armored troops, but we did a couple big spells off, so like a relief, army regeneration, those earthquakes. We're gonna be getting yeah, giant strength warriors and weapons of sharpness. If we speed up, we kill all the shit that jump on us first, then demon princes make it in. And this one is having really bad time because he has Thorgrim in an angle. And I'm pretty sure he was surviving this long only because his luck was proccing. But yeah, Thorgrim just murderized him. And yeah, all the troops that Khorne has are just dying. No chance. And these guys get surrounded and we have weapons of sharpness. So we're pummeling through them pretty well. Like the hits are pretty massive actually. Let's see what's hitting them. Where are the princes? There they are. Okay, so that one died already. Thorgrim, yeah, okay, look at that. Look at Terracotta Soldier just hitting for 21. Yeah, armor piercing plus piercing damage, and it was armor defeating hit, so yeah. That's why armor is quite easy to deal with later in the game, but look at that. Okay, Demon Bane also clanking, looks like he's on top of him. Massive, massive hits. Where is he? Did he just die? Oh no, there he is, yeah. So he's going ham. He also has weapon sharpness and but oh, he's not quickened though. Is Thorgrim quickened? Thorgrim's not quickened either. Right, because the mage that was casting quickness is gone. But yeah, then Thorgrim faces on the... Oh, Jesus Christ. That was close. I wonder, was it a direct hit? We might have been just saved by cheat fate. But yeah, Thorgrim just butchering the sacreds, no problem. Yeah, like at this point of the game, I'm absolutely not worried about the sacreds. It was mainly the sacreds plus the super combatants plus big blood spells, but yeah, he was mostly unsupported by magic in this fight, so just with straight fight, with my mages present, yeah, no chance. Obviously, the army with big mage support wins. Crazy thought. Funny enough, when I was watching this replay for the first time, some bug happened where every time I watched replay, it would play out differently. I have no idea how did I do it, and it fixed after I just rejoined the game. But it was funny to watch different scenarios, but I won every single one, fortunately. Yeah, a couple other fights that happened was just some raiding. And yeah, there was the, of course, the other fortress battle in here. And there was nothing here, really. Just some militia, some knights. Those are knights. And nothing to threaten us, so... Earthquake. Did I not you in the earthquake? I guess I did not. But yeah, with all the buffs, I don't think we're gonna lose a single thing. It still takes us a fair bit to kill those, to be fair. Yeah, nothing bad. Yeah, oh no, we did lose a couple of things. Oh no, sorry, this was the other fort. This is the small. Okay, we lost the Demon Slayer, right? The Demon Slayer. Unfortunately, I completely misjudged how quickly he'll move past all my troops. Yeah, he just sprinted past them, ran straight into the breach, killed a bunch of crap, and then ran into the whole wall of the Chosen. He fought for a bit, but I'm not the type that gets very lucky with the luck, so yeah, the luck quickly failed him. But yeah, I mean, this is it. We won the game, basically, because there's nothing that can stop us from climbing the two thrones. So nothing else matters. However, since it would be cool to get some more fights, yeah, here I'm just claiming the throne, and you know, I talked with the guys, and yeah, they also said, yeah, I win basically. But what I would do normally in this throne is the same thing I would do in this one, which is spread out my holy freeze and have them just claim. So in case of any more meteors falling, in case of any assassinations, I have just numerous holy freeze that are claiming, so I win. But yeah, we agreed we want to have one extra fight, so since most of my mages are dead, except basically of slaves and a couple of the actually all the earth sixes stay. That's funny. But yeah, I'm using one to claim the throne still because I want to see the endgame graphs. Actually, what I could do in that case, give you that. Give you that as well. Might as well, right? Do you have any boots? Yeah, you do have boots. Yeah, that's just fine. And yeah, I'm gonna patrol with what I have left, which is not much, but we do have still about 100, about 100 rune guard if we are counting for some guys that are bodyguarding. So yeah, this should make for a somewhat decentish force remaining. What we also did is we put 100 PD. Hey, who's gonna tell me not to? So this should be pretty fun to see just air be bloated with the bolts. And what I'm also doing is I'm just teleporting a bunch of various items and some gems to just make spellcasting a bit better. So I get up various vital spells, you know, to win the game. To hopefully, sorry, not win the game. I won the game to win the fights because I think both Khorne and Tzeentch will move in. And how sick would it be if I managed to defeat Tzeentch again and fight off Khorne? It's highly unlikely, but this is Thorgrim. Thorgrim has 5 stars and Giant's Blood. I think, yeah, his rune bearers are a little bit wounded. Nothing I can do about it. And no one will heal them. And yeah, unfortunately, actually, only speed 2 because of that. Because of that one cripple. Pretty frustrating. But yeah, nothing I can do about that. But yeah, he's gonna go ham. The way I'm scripting this fight is I want to get out quickness first from the giant. Hopefully it's gonna land on top of Thorgrim. Just in case, actually, I'm gonna script in more quickness. Quickening. But yeah, other than that, the rest of the script, you know, relief again, army regeneration, army of giants. I'm teleporting to him the matrix, so he should have really high paths. I'm giving him also the shield, so yeah, he shouldn't have any problems casting those spells. Yeah, just doing. Am I doing a single earthquake? I don't think I am. yeah, it would hurt my army a lot actually. So yeah, just Earth Powers into, you know, the good buff. Here I'm doing Iron Warriors because our army will be much... No, it's not gonna be much smaller because we'll have gazillion troops. So let's do something like that. Yeah, Marble Army still does better because of all the PD that we put up. In that case, maybe I do cold resistance. Does it matter? It probably doesn't matter. I could do it here, for example, with fire, flame flash. I think it should work. +4. Yeah, it should be fine. He should be able to cast it. Yeah, so we're gonna just have a fun fight. Man, I'm quite happy with how I played this game. It kind of always comes down to making the least amount of fuck-ups, and I made a fair amount, but all in all, it wasn't too bad. Not like any crazy wars that went back and forth, and there was a lot of like raiding. We basically had quite nice surgical strikes, and I mean, honestly, I'm gonna discuss it next turn after we have our fun and we see the graphs and stuff like that. So yeah, I hope you're gonna tune into the next turn as well and see their mining fight against the boys. So I'll talk to you then. Welcome back. It is turn 69 and we have in fact won. It could have been only better if we played Slaanesh to win in such a particular turn number. We are all very mature here. And yeah, we had a couple fights. So first of all, Horizon teleported the guy that was meant to be there initially. So you can see his innate spellcaster, and he had a lot of air, and he did exactly what was meant to happen during the combat itself. So it could have honestly been a defeat if he was there. I wouldn't be surprised that. Yeah, and then what? Army of Mist. So yeah, honestly, I think this was a difference, and Tzeentch would have wiped us. It's quite possible. So, but that's the minions for you. The player that fucks up less tends to win, basically. And I guess I fucked up reasonably little this game. There's a bunch of different battles, mostly inconsequential, just some raiding. I guess he attacked me on top of the throne here, and pretty meager force, mainly supported by Acolyte, so... I mean, it went as you can expect, right? Not much to see there. The effect of it was though that where's he? Where is Ungrim? There he is. 21 kills on Ungrim, and he became famous with endurance. Yay! The other interesting fight that happened was with Khorne attacking us. So let's just focus on this one. That was the main for fun one. And unfortunately, Zan must have not seen me ask it, but he ended up, in fact, putting up Blood Rain. Yeah, relief how... There we go, Blood Rain. Wait, where's the Blood Rain? Tempest is me. Okay, there it is, Blood Rain. And if I knew, I would have done the fucking Earthquakes, so he wouldn't be able to put it up, but I thought we were meant to have a nice long battle. And as it is, unfortunately, you know, the Clansdwarf Warriors and Crossbows from the PD, they do have nice morale, but it's not enough in any way and shape or form to handle Blood Rain. So we have combat round 3 when it comes up. And we have other spells. Astral Tempest is pretty cool that I did put it up because he does have Howl up and it's gonna clean Howl pretty nicely. And like bugs and stuff like that. One of the unfortunate things is that while Thorgrim did get quickness and weapons of sharpness, the rest of the casts went like backward, so A lot of the troops that are stuck got hit. I was hoping it would be cast more forward, but it weren't. So some of the rune guards did in fact get it, but a lot of them doesn't have either quickness or weapons of sharpness. So it's unfortunate. But I mean, we have only 3 mages plus giant sorcerers that are doing anything, and golem of course. So yeah, we hardly have mages compared to what Khorne has. And yeah, here he comes making contact, and also Thorgrim unfortunately got stuck fighting just some random garbage. I would have much rather see him face the Bloodthirsters and Princess. But as you can see, we are already starting to slowly lose troops. And yeah, we also don't have Army of Mist, which would be a huge help. Especially against the main groups of Khorne, not so much against the super combatants. I'm just trying to check. I think we're about to start. Yeah, okay. Now we already see that a lot of regular dwarves are running. It's less than 10 turns, and probably about 30% of the PD is running. Yeah, look at that. A lot of these got the fucking weapons of sharpness instead of rune guard. But I mean, again, I would need just way more mages to cover it properly. I generally do wonder if it would have gone better if I did not have any PPD. Maybe. They're buying time and taking care of bugs and stuff like that, but at this point, yeah, there's just waves and waves starting to run off, the ones that are not stuck inside. But we can see there's a lot of them turned around to the right already. Nice close range gifts. But yeah, that's the problem. I don't have anything designed to kill Bloodthirsters on the flanks. So it's basically just Thorgrim. And Thorgrim is doing fantastically. Like, he's just chopping them all like crazy. Oh wow, the run bear is getting smacked around. But yeah, with Marble Army, pretty nice protection, and with the hit points bonuses from enlargement, undying, regeneration. They're not dying either, so it's pretty awesome. But yeah, at this point, basically all the PD is routing except of some crossbows. You can see everyone just basically running away. No, oh yeah, we just saw 21 morale start running. I think it was a Thane present here. Actually, I should have done that at the start, but where's the Thane? Or did he just die? Oh no, there he is. Yeah, he's also breaking already. He routed again from Blood Rain. It's not the army route yet, so yeah, 21 morale, right? I don't want to sound like broken record. I really fucking hate fear effects. I think that's toxic for the game, and there's just no way to counter. Like, basically you can play around everything to more or lesser degree, right? I mean, some things are also insane powerful, but for how cheap and early accessible stuff like Blood Rain is, and Wailing Winds as well, but I think Blood Rain is easier for Blood Nation. Yeah, the effectiveness is just crazy. Just you cannot do anything about it. Sermon of Courage is not doesn't do anything. Yeah, I just think there should be a mechanic that once the troop routes, they make some hard check. Make it a hard check, like reasonably hard check. They should be checking to turn around and join the fight back. It shouldn't be 0-1 sum sort of a thing. So he even stole my sorcerer with like plus 20 penetration roll, which is pretty funny. But yeah, I mean, it was for fun, so That's nice. I think regardless if there was Blood Rain, my main army would have beaten that. I mean, what if scenarios, but with Army of Mist, I think Army of Mist would have been the ginormous difference, and just more mages casting spells. If we take a look, he had oops, so we're gonna take a look at that in a second. Yeah, he had way more mages than me. How many? We killed 33 knights and 28 warriors. Not too bad. The Army of Mist would have ruined these guys. They don't have magic weapons. Well, Juggernauts do, but yeah, Bloodthirster 93. Man, I wish I could replay this fight again and just position so Thorgrim goes on top of Bloodthirsters. I'm curious how it would have gone then, because they just shoot through so many things. But yeah. And then there was a fight between Khorne's remaining army and Tzeentch's remaining army. We have Storm. Unfortunately, the positioning might... I think what will happen is that Bloodthirsters will just choke the mages individually. There isn't any proper protection for them. Might be mistaken. The Bloodthirsters... Oh no, Bloodthirsters are just attacking closest, they're not on attack rear, which is interesting. But yeah, big spread of sacreds here. So they're kinda trickling in one at a time. And yeah, there is just, again, Blood Rain. Don't be surprised that will start affecting Tzeentch soon enough. Although he did put up well in wins himself. Yeah, Sacreds are just getting choked by super combat. Unfortunately, Tzeentch didn't have a bless for his Sacreds. You know, to turn them into utter killing machines in melee compared to what Khorne has. So yeah, basically all these Sacreds, I'm pretty sure they're doing absolutely nothing. It's all about mages, but at this point, I think stuff is slow as to start to run as well. Wow, but this is crazy spread of the battle. Like there's combat happening everywhere, so it's hard to focus anywhere. But it's interesting that they're not attacking. Oh yeah, they were not attacking because of the fatigue. I mean, yeah, I think this is the complete victory on Khorne's side, just for sheer tenacity of melee. He did lose a lot of mages this time, a lot more than when fighting me. But yeah, hardly any losses on Sacreds, and just a lot of killing done by them too. So, but yeah, that's the game. Pretty happy about that win. I think I timed the attack on this front just very well, so that Khorne couldn't react with his main army. So that was, I'm really happy about that play. And what I'm again not really happy about was how close I was to throwing it all out by underestimating Tzeentch's ability to just teleport just so many things on top of that throne. I'm not sure what iFlyte was doing this game. Maybe he was preparing for some attack soon enough, but yeah, I'm happy. I mean, he played lore accurate Wood Elves, just chilling in his home, not caring about anything. Oh, so it wasn't enough. Interesting. Maybe I should have put them a bit more forward. Yeah, I should have put them forward. To be fair, elementals died pretty quickly. I mean, they were small elementals, so I can't blame them. I probably could have done big elementals though, with just more gems, Phoenix Power and then some big ones. So unfortunately, the graphs are broken, as in, normally when you finish the game it shows up graphs. And I think what might be happening is that game is kind of not recognizing the IDs of modded nations. So, but fortunately, iFlyte still has Eyes of the God, so he shared the graphs with us, the ones that he had access to. So yeah, let's go over them. So for provinces, I mean, quite a dip by Khorne, and we slowly we're grabbing more territories. Of course, this doesn't matter at this point, but for most of the game, we're going very closely together. Both me, Khorne, Wood Elves had steady situation too. Bretonnia, of course, lost a lot there, but yeah, it was pretty tight grouping, honestly. There wasn't like anyone with massively larger province advantage. And when we moved to forts, yeah, Bretonnia just skyrocketing in the early game with those forts. So yeah, partly finding them, I guess, partly building a lot of them. Our line is hard to tell. Yeah, unfortunately, I cannot interact with it, so it just screenshots. But yeah, we're pretty slow to get the forts going, obviously. We basically took I think the first one we took was from Skaven, right? So, not great for them. Yeah, at the end we were winning there. Now income is interesting. Massive Athel Loren advantage together with Bretonnia. We're keeping up with the pack more or less, and then we started really heading upwards. I think that's when, yeah, when we killed well, first Skaven, and then we helped out finish off orcs. So that brought us to the top of the pack, and yeah, riches were helping out. The dip is clear. I think the dip has to be us losing the riches, so pretty substantial. But yeah, Tzeentch was doing also really good in that period of time, so not bad. Gems is fascinating. Like, Tzeentch had incredible advantage from middle of a game onwards, so he definitely had by far most gems. And yeah, again, we were keeping quite tightly together. A lot of fluctuations is because of the gem events. But yeah, we kept basically in the middle of a pack. Khorne had very good income considering how he doesn't have great mage availability, so I guess he was finding those indies and stuff. But yeah, we only got more at the very end than Tzeentch after we took a bunch of land. Blood income, of course, Khorne, nobody's surprised about that. Although Wood Elves at a certain point decided to start playing with demons, which is kind of funny. I was starting to show up a little bit here as well, but yeah, I mean, no surprises there. Research, now this shocked me. The Ballin had so much more research than everybody else. I mean, look at how tight our packing is. Like, Itza, Athel, Loren, and us just basically head to head. I guess this is Itza dropping down at the very end, obviously. But yeah, Tzeentch and Bretonnia were just so far ahead of everybody else, and Bretonnia was first. So it's a shame that Ballin didn't give the game more try, you know, with magic and whatnot. Cool. Dominion. Yeah, again, Khorne, just ton of Dominion with Tzeentch. We can clearly see when I started spamming more temples around. So we did break off the middle of a pack and basically lose it, but still Khorne was leading, so that's crazy. That's just nuts, considering how many hit temples literally in every province, I think, at a certain point. Army size, I mean, this doesn't mean much because it's just sheer numbers, obviously. Bretonnia had a lot, Athel, Loren, Tzeentch had a lot, more others. But But yeah, we were pretty high too, because they're how high quality our troops were in general. I mean, there were crossbows too, but yeah, we did pretty nicely with the army size as well. And ascension points. You know it. Okay, that was a fun game. I'm happy I won. Obviously, against very good players as well. So I got a little bit of a revenge on... Where is he? Where's False God? A little bit revenge on False God for his game as Pyrene, where he just stole the game through horrors, destroying every throne except of his. I mean, absolutely not blaming him, it just, you know, we were too slow to do anything about that. I was too slow myself. So a little bit of a revenge on him. And yeah, Zan almost stole it too, honestly. Like, if I took any longer, this could have been bad. Like, either Khorne wins it, Tzeentch has a real shot at it too still. And I don't know, again, iFlyte is playing something, so... I mean, yeah, cool. I guess we can watch the history. So let's... oh, jeez. Maybe slightly like that. Yeah. I think we're keeping up our expansion rate pretty well. With Khorne and Tzeentch and all the other strong expanders. We can clearly see how much opportunistic Zan was, with him just stealing a bunch of territories we've seen a couple of times already. And the big play time is coming where we attack Itza. There we go. Massive land gains. Yeah, we're touching Khorne. There we go. Bunch of raiding, cool. Yeah, wow. I mean, I definitely could have played it way better, but like couple mistakes were outrageous. Because I do think after that Tzeentch attack, I was done for. I think, okay, maybe I wasn't done for. I still had a lot of rune lords and stuff, but the sheer investment of gems in there, yeah, coming back from that would take for long time. It would take long time. Oh, and about Trans of Arcane Power, I don't think I'm gonna ever cast them again unless the game will go to like turn 100 something, and I'll know that it will be. Absolutely not worth it. Did find some sites, that's cool. But it was absolutely utterly useless against finding anyone inside. I think there was actually, yeah, we found one enemy mage and we didn't even kill them. So it had to be when Tzeentch moved in with Acolyte. So I wasn't sure how good it is defensively. It's not good, clearly. I mean, okay, maybe I'm being a little bit unfair because technically we're already attacked by like mages in our Dominion. So maybe we would have shone more then, but as far as side fighting, it's not bad. It just comes so late into the game that, yeah. Again, I think if the game maybe lasted 10, 20 more turns, I would have been fine with it. But honestly, what I should have researched was Army of Bronze. They've been super good, just giving us that guaranteed strength on everyone. My lord could have focused on giving more weapons of sharpness. And what else? Time stop, maybe eventually. In enchantment, demon cleansing would have been interesting. If the game lasted longer, it would have been quite interesting as well. Yeah, Earth Shatter sucks. Construction, of course. I should have gone construction. There's some crazy items in construction. For example, the new Pillar of Truths. which would have given us all units +2 MR and disbelief too through sight. That's pretty awesome. It does affect all units, but we weren't really using glamour. So yeah, the disbelief too would have been nice. MR would have been nice. It would also help us more. We didn't really care about the enemy MR. But there's just a lot of useful things. I think the main one I would have loved to have would be Arc. I mean, Arc would have been absolutely brutal. Arc would have Arc would have soloed everyone. Like our Doomstack together with Arc, we can't lose basically. Arc is an incredibly powerful item. Like the blindness and damage. The disease is kind of whatever, but it does deal really reasonable damage, and the blindness racks up really quickly. Of course, we stopped using crossbows, but yeah, besides crossbows, like all our army sacred, so that would be awesome. Oh, this thing is like, is it yearning? Oh, half Ducos due to yearning. That's funny. There's actually a lot of things yearning. I wasn't. That's cool that I can check it out. What else? Well, there's so many artifacts that I honestly can't think of any particular one. But yeah, we could have had Gatestone potentially. I mean, it's super expensive, so it's honestly better to wish for it. But I mean, with our discounts, that's not too bad, I suppose. It would have been cool to give Thorgrim Monolith Armor. Oh no, cannot be used by Mounted. Never mind then. But the Asefix Armor. It's kind of nice too. Any particular weapons that could have done like some crazy change of battle? Sandslayer would have been nice. The Bounty Darkness. Yeah, that would be very cool. Harvest Blade. Harvest Blade would have been hilarious on Ungrim. I mean, of course, Dimensional Rod, but this causes insanity, so I would be really hesitant to slap it on our goddess. Oh, I mean, the Summit. I could have given Summit to Thorgrim as well, or preferably maybe even Magic Bane. Mage Bane, sorry. That's also a crazy good item. I mean, yeah. What if, but yeah, definitely I should have gone for Construction 9 and Alteration 9 instead of the Strands, and also, I mean, Thaumaturgy. I probably, if I stopped at like Groplak and just went there, went for the other 9s, we could have made it in time, but of course, getting Legion Demise is nice, but Dreamwild Legion would have been also crazy useful. Just, I don't know, there's nothing to help with morale. That's what frustrates me. Well, I mean, there is the... where is it? Yeah, am I crazy? Where is it? Oh yeah, so Furious Warriors and Gifts of the Furies, I was casting it, but there's no global variant either to help out with it. I mean, that would be too morale, I suppose. Unless... What's the nature? I suppose the... where's that spell that gives like battlefield-wide? Berserk, there is one, right? Or am I crazy? Was it nature? Oh, there it is. Yeah, maybe Growing Fury. Maybe honestly, maybe I should have considered that. Because I think it still requires getting damage to go Berserk. So at least it would have... yeah, I don't know. Probably not. I don't know if it... I never used it, this thing, honestly. If it requires getting damage, then whatever, it doesn't matter. But if it just gave Berserk... The problem is we lose, of course, spellcasters to that. But yeah, I mean... Cool. I'm pretty happy about it. Zan played it super well. Horizon played it well. I'm happy I got to fight their armies at the end, so there were some showpieces. But yeah, that'll be it, and I'll talk to you some other time with some other game. So, bye-bye.